Now, one of the things we're obviously focused on still is election integrity. The ACLJ is working on that a lot right now. And a bit of an interesting fact that happened over the weekend, one of the guys who works here, I'll leave his name redacted, had moved here from California many years ago now, 4 years ago, had moved to Tennessee from California, like a lot of people have, made their way to the Nashville area. And what shows up in the mail for him? Multiple, we have a photo of it, his name redacted again, hopefully his address redacted, multiple different ballots. Do we have that image? Can we show it? There it is. Is it up there? It's not up there yet. We'll put it up there in just a second because we are seeing this still happening around the country where people are starting to already receive ballots for places they don't live. They haven't lived in years. I know you saw that, Jordan. You had that happen last time. 3
last time I was in this studio, and we had moved here and had 3 live ballots. Now, that was supposed to be because of COVID.
Yeah.
Too. That was not supposed to be because of just what is the California reasoning behind this? Are they now just mailing live ballots?
And he hasn't had
it's not a request.
No.
And see, I think this is what you have to be.
This is what we got to stay on top of what's happening.
Concerned about as conservative voters is these are not requests for absentee ballots or requests to vote early or something like that. This is a live ballot. So if you're a bad actor and you know that all of these live ballots that are official, that if you turn back in are going to get counted.
Yeah.
They're real. So bad actors, they know they're out there in the mail. They know that they're going to people that aren't there anymore. I mean, that does open up the door.
Yeah, you can look at it. There's a lot of different, you can see the image now that's on the screen of all the different things that showed up in the mail. So this is happening. We at least know it's happening to some people who work here, that they're getting these different mailers.
The official ballot for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty wild when he hasn't lived there in many, many years that these things are still happening. And look, we don't know what the truth is, why they're doing it, if it's even massive happening, but we know now we have to stay on top of it.
Well,
we know that.
I'd love to ask people, if you're out in California, if you're out in states and you are starting to get not requests for ballots, but have you gotten a live ballot? And they all say that, official ballot or live ballot. Contact us through aclj.org.
Yeah, even comes with a sticker, so you can still walk around.
You voted.
You voted sticker, yeah.
I will tell you, I don't think the problem is as severe as it was in the last election cycle. But I think it is still a very real problem. We saw how the lawsuit coming in Virginia from the Democrats, about 6,000 people who were dead, and they had gone through and made sure that these people were no longer alive, were removed from the Virginia voting rolls. And now the Democrat party's come in and sued the governor of Virginia and the Commonwealth and said you did that too late. Why? Why are the Democrats so concerned if these people do they really believe, do they have evidence that any of those people are alive?
That is my problem with all of this, which is
why do you need to make sure dead people can vote?
It's the same idea with the voter ID. It's just another process of trying to manipulate a system and play politics.
It makes us feel like you are trying to cheat.
Right. It almost is an admission.
Right.
And that's sort of the big issue I have with all of it, which is this idea of, we're going to make it harder. We're going to take away things like that. How dare you remove people on the rolls who have passed away? I mean, that's
people write in that their parents have been passed away for 10 years and they're still on the roster. That's about the average, at least. That was the norm in America. For at least 10 plus years, you'd be on the ballot because of censuses.
Yeah, we got another comment that said, I live in Los Angeles. My grandmother passed in 2013, and she is still receiving her ballots. So that is
receiving
happening.
Her ballots. I don't know if something happened in California legally. Maybe it did, I guess. Yeah. Where you just get live ballots now?
I don't know. We should do some digging on that.
Because I thought that was only for special situations.
And President Trump was out in California making the big event in Coachella.
He took Coachella by storm.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's interesting that he's doing those because he's playing the states. He's going places that are definitely not swing states right now and making these sort of big sweeping statements. I do think it shows that's better for the country. I got an email because I'm on the list for everybody. I got an email from the Harris campaign. And on it said, hey, we know we are only focused on these 4 states. However, know that Tennessee still does matter to us. Right. But it's done in this very we care, but we know we got to focus on Michigan. We got to focus on Pennsylvania.
We need to win. Try to bring you you're on the inside.
Yeah, but to me, I read it as, you don't care at all about our state. You don't care about our people here. And I think that's the one difference now with Harris having to have such a limited time to run. She hasn't been able to at least even make the stops in some of these states that would not be considered swing states.
Primary run either, so
Right.
she didn't go to those states just for purposes of primary vote.
I don't know if she's been to the state of Tennessee. I'm not sure.
Maybe for like a fundraiser at some point.
Yeah, to look at
private
hurricane
kind of event
damage or something.
Maybe. I don't.
Yeah.
Did she go to East?
I'm not sure if she went to East Tennessee or not, but I mean, still, but not for a campaign. Nothing I've seen that's
Not
a
for like a
campaign
big
event.
big rally. No, the closest I think she's been to here is Georgia.
Yeah,
which is
in
swing
one of
state.
those states. Yeah.
But I do believe that what you see by Trump, by doing that, one, you get attention. Two, they say, oh, what do they see there? But three, it's we know what the Democrat narrative is going to be coming out of this election if they lose, and we know what they're going to try to say. They're going to try to say, if Trump wins, well, Harris may have still won like the popular vote because of states like California and New York. So I think Trump's also doing some buffering there to make sure
To try to get
that California voters
still
don't
shows
feel like
up.
it's not worth it.
it's wasted.
Yeah, and also where he was in the area he is, those are places where lots of local Republicans
Totally.
could win.
Yeah.
And if you're Donald Trump now and you see how these DAs treat you and all of that, getting Republicans elected at all levels
Yeah.
is important to you as president of the United States. More important than I think ever before. So it's not just at the state level. It's not just at the federal level. It's at the local level as well.
Yeah, it was also just announced that Kamala Harris will be doing a one-on-one interview with Fox News this Wednesday with Bret Baier. So that's going to be happening at 6 o'clock. Of course, if you're going to pick someone, if you're Harris, probably Bret is probably the safest bet for you. But still, maybe having to... It's that sort of thought process right now that maybe they're entering a little bit of panic, that maybe their internal polls are saying something otherwise.
Are any of these live?
Yeah. Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt
So,
it. We'll find out.
I mean, the
See.
CBS one now with Netanyahu and the two different answers that they
Yeah,
aired,
at this point,
you realize that at least, the mainstream media is so in it for Harris that they'll edit things out and they won't even realize that how stupid it makes them look.
Yeah, it just says, it's not going to be live. It will be conducted by Bret Baier in Pennsylvania, and it'll air at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday night. So that's that.
So there you go. But he's going to ask her questions that are tough. Real.
Yeah.
The thing is that she gets tough and real questions, and she just kind of word salads it and moves on to the next.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like anything is going to change. It will be exactly the same that we've seen before. It's just whether that actually affects any results.
22 days. This is the time period where, again, as I always try to encourage people, if you want to get involved, get involved. Campaigns need your help. And it's not always, you might not be in a state where it's the presidential campaign is heavily, but there are people running at the statewide level. There's people running at the local level, and they all need your help. And remember, if you help those local candidates who are running, you're also helping candidates at the top of the ticket as well, getting more people out to vote. And I think the goal right now is when you've got friends and family who politically share your same values, you want to make sure they also have the right information. Do they know where they're going to go vote? Do they know if they need to early vote? We've seen another storm forming right now in the Atlantic. Now, it's probably a week away at least, but a week away would put that 2 weeks before the election. If we have so you say we have these options in America, right, to vote early. What that allows you to do is then spend your time getting others out to vote, but also work with people who may, if they are seniors, if they're people who, again, health is ever in question, or just the fact that pinning the voting down to one day. And, they've got kids and they've got lots going on. And if the lines get long, are they going to really be able to stay for 2 hours or 3 hours in line to cast a vote? You don't have to do that anymore in almost anywhere.
Yeah, early voting begins here in the state of Tennessee in 2 days.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. So you can start in a lot of states, some places already.
By a lot of places, and you'd be the only person walking in a lot of the time.
Yes, very quiet typically.
If not, maybe a handful of people. It's not going to take you an hour. At most, I think early voting here has ever taken me is like 15 minutes.